So I'm watching an interview that Anthony Joshua was doing with this British lady named Laura Woods, and she was asking Anthony Joshua about the Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou fight. And Tyson Fury, it would have been funny if Tyson Fury gave a reaction to watching Anthony Joshua's video about him, but Anthony Joshua was saying that Tyson Fury talked about him being a bodybuilder, and he said he got beat up by a bodybuilder, talking about Francis Ngannou, because Tyson Fury likes to say that guys with muscle will never beat him. He calls himself fat sometimes, but Anthony Joshua was saying Francis Ngannou won that fight from a fan's point of view. We all say he landed the harder blows, even if Fury touched him up more. But I just thought that was funny how Anthony Joshua was basically, I guess, saying what Ngannou did to him is what he'd do to him. And Laura Woods also asked him to give her one word describing Deontay Wilder, and he said bronze. And I didn't get what he meant at first, but I believe he was saying that if you're bronze, then that means you're not the best because AJ got a gold medal, he got a bronze. I remember Tyson Fury pointed that off at his face off with Wilder when they had their face off for the first fight. Tyson Fury was saying something like, if you're bronze, then that means you're not the best. That's third place. I wouldn't even call myself a bronze anything. Even if I got a bronze, I'd be like, nah, I'm gold. They just didn't know what they was talking about. But go check out the interview. It's pretty interesting with Anthony Joshua and Laura Woods. And we got the big fights coming up Saturday. The big fights on the zone should be huge. I watched the Parker face off with Deontay Wilder today, and it was all lovey dovey. It was kind of cool to see them getting along that well, but like I said, who knows if when Deontay Wilder got out the room that he started dissing Parker. He didn't mention none of that stuff he was saying recently to Parker. He didn't say it to his face about Parker running. He didn't do none of that. They were talking about having children, and it was just like a big love fest. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. We all know Joseph Parker's a nice guy. Deontay seemed like he was cool too, but they're gonna let their fists fly when they get in the ring. They're gonna put all that to the side. And the more I look at this fight, I think Joseph Parker has a good chance to win it because of his resume. You can't always go by a resume, but he's fought the better fighters. He's very active in the ring, and he said this is the best he's ever felt. Plus, I like his corner better than Deontay Wilder. I like Andy Lee more than Malik Scott. I always say, me and Tim Witherspoon, when I interviewed him, former two-time heavyweight champion by the world, we both agreed about Deontay Wilder's trainer. I have nothing against Malik Scott. Even though I think he took a dive when he fought Deontay Wilder, but I always say, how are you gonna get a guy that you beat to teach you how to fight? Shouldn't you be teaching him how to fight? If I knock you out in a couple rounds or one round, why would I hire you to teach me something? I must know something you don't know if I knocked you out, even though it looks sus to the spect. But yeah, it's just real hype season right now, getting ready for these fights. I saw Waleem do an interview, and he keeps pointing out that Joshua's not at his peak right now. We will see. We will see. Like I said, if I'm going to a fight, I want to look at it like the guy's at his best, because you don't want to go in there thinking this guy is garbage, and then he comes in there and surprises you with something. You always want to make sure you're expecting the best. Waleem looks confident, and he's never been stopped. I don't think he's ever been knocked down. Definitely not as a pro, maybe an amateur, but I haven't seen him knocked down in a professional fight. He gave Tyson Fury fits, and I thought it was weird too. In his interview, he was saying that Tyson Fury is the best fighter in the world, and that's interesting for a fighter to say another fighter's the best in the world, especially in your division. Don't you want to say you're the best? But sometimes a fighter will do that to make himself look good in a weird way. It's like saying, yeah, he's the best, but look how good I did against him. Like maybe I beat him and I'm the best. It's kind of a weird way of complimenting yourself when people say you did good against somebody and you say, well, that guy was the best and look what I did. But nonetheless, Otto Wallin is very confident, and we'll see if he's that confident on fight night. We'll see if AJ's that confident. I saw another interview AJ did where someone pointed out that Deontay Wilder called him mentally weak. And he was basically saying, well, he's free to think what he wants to think. And he was saying, I guess how Americans always talk about what they're going to do. And he's like, I'm from the UK. I stand on business. I hate that saying. Who started that? I stand on business. Where are the 90s when you need them, huh? No, I'm just joking. Who else is on the card? Big Baby Miller and Daniel Dubois. This might be the fight of the night right there. It's hard to say who's going to win this one. And I think AJ picks Dubois to win, but I think Jarrell Miller's going to win, and not just because Coach James is the homie, but I think that mental pressure is going to wear Dubois down because he doesn't really like pressure. And Jarrell keeps coming, and 300 some pounds coming at you relentlessly, even if it's not the hardest punches in the world, will wear you down, especially since Dubois got frustrated against Usyk and, went down from a jab. So if that wore him out mentally, what is Jarrell Miller going to do? It'll be interesting to see, too, the weigh-ins and what each guy weighs and how they look, and if there's any exchanges at the weigh-ins. But just a little boxing news from the J. Roos Theory. Hrgovic, he's on the card. What was up with that Day of Reckoning trailer? That was garbage. I didn't like that at all. It was like zombies and all that. It's like, what is this? It's like, I don't like all that. It's like, I wouldn't let them do that with my image. I'm not into all the creepy stuff. Like, nah, the world's creepy enough without you trying to make boxing creepy. And boxing's been creepy before, but did you guys see that trailer for Day of Reckoning? It's like, was that their take on Thriller? It's like, what is this? That was really weird. I didn't like it at all. Never seen nothing like that before for a boxing advertisement. I remember Lennox Lewis and Razor Ruddock fought on a certain day that I don't celebrate, and well, they did do some. Anyway, I don't like all that. Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe. LSR forever. Who else is on the card? Bivol. Of course, he's going to win. Yeah. But Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, that might. I'll have to see it the weigh-in before I really say. Joshua Wallin, I'm picking Joshua probably by. I think he's actually going to knock out Wallin. I know southpaws are tricky and Wallin's tough, but I think he's motivated AJ by all his lip service towards him. I think AJ's going in there to prove a point. So, and despite how big Wallin is, AJ's even bigger. So, looking forward to the Day of Reckoning boxing, that is. Thanks for watching. LSR forever. Like I said, yay.